Hello viewers, how you doing? G'day, it's AIDzee here. How are you? I'm in hospital again, as you can sort of see. And as change is the spice of life, there's a few changes going on in my life and in the Angry and AIDzee combo. And one of the things that is changing is something that not all of you are in on. Some of you know about this, but not all of you do. I am in fact a drug addict. Yes, it's true. I have been a junkie for about 10 years. Now, I'm not going to get particularly specific about the kind of drugs that I'm on, except they're opioid drugs. You know, your morphine style drugs, codeine, morphine, that kind of thing. I'm also not going to get terribly specific on how I got my drugs into me, because I don't want to hurt anyone, because the way I did it was very easy and very effective. But suffice to say, I was on 1,000 milligrams of codeine every single day. And one might wonder why I did that. Well, when I was 27 years old, I got rheumatoid arthritis, and that hurt me a lot. And unfortunately, the only way that I could cope with the pain of that and still continue to function was to take increasing amounts of painkillers from various different sources and various different ways. So that's what I did, and that stayed with me for years and years and years. Unfortunately, my health isn't all that great, and recently I had a couple of health complications that basically mean that I can stick with the drugs and die, or get rid of the drugs and limp on a little bit. So basically the story is, I am going off the drugs. I am getting clean, as they say. And me and Angry thought this would be a good opportunity to document it. Basically because it would be a little bit different to other people's stories, and you might find it useful. For example, I'm not particularly sad that I'm a junkie. I've always liked being a junkie. I've always liked the drugs. I've always liked what the drugs did for me. They've always been very good to me. They've always, they've never lied. They've always turned up on time. They always cost as much as they said that they were going to cost. They always did what they said they were going to do. They were very reliable, and they never once said, "I'm sorry, there's nothing more we can do." Unlike you various different medical folks who said that a lot. So the drugs have been very, very, very good to me over the years. Only unfortunately, the downside is that you do tend to get terribly addicted. I am terribly addicted to the drugs. And so recently I had to come into hospital because I had other health complications. And what happened was I was out the front of the hospital having a cigarette, because I'm also addicted to cigarettes, and I had a seizure because I hadn't had enough drugs for a while, and I went into shock and hit the ground. When that happened, I got dragged back inside the hospital, and they did a tox screen, and they woke me up, and they basically said, "When was the last time you used?" And I went, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about." And they said, "Well, you've just had a junkie shock." And I went, "Oh, right. So, yeah, okay." So all the truth came out in the hospital, and they said, "Well, we're not going to give you any drugs, but we can get you off the drugs if you want." And they said also, we can also basically help you through this difficult time if you go with this program. So I said, all right, I'll go with the program as long as it fulfills some certain criteria. Jury's still out on that. Basically, I've got to have enough pain relief so that I can function, still make videos and do stuff. But basically, they've put me a few days into it now. Right, so we thought, myself and Angry, thought we would update you periodically on how it's going. How it's going to get AIDzee off the drugs? Well, we've just started. I am fully panicking. My mood is not in a good place right now. I am climbing the walls. I am also freaking out at shadows. I'm having the weirdest dreams. And last night I tried to go to sleep on the floor of the hospital. The nurses hated that bit. And they sort of grabbed me and said, "Oh, did you fall out of bed?" And I went, no, I'm just trying to go to sleep. So it's difficult. It's painful. You get strange aches all over your body. Now, just recently, I had a necrotic piece of jaw in my jaw here that was either cancerous or infected, and they cut that out. That's very, very painful. And so I was looking forward to lots of drugs to make the painful go away, and so that hasn't happened. So I'll be slurring my speech for a little while because I've lost a few teeth, a little bit of jaw, and I'm in quite a great deal of pain. So if I can stick with the program, I'll be drug-free, and I'll be able to tell you whether it's worth it or not. For now, however, I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I'm going to do it anyway, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm not promising that I'll stay clean forever. You know, it's for today, not forever. And I don't know whether I'll never go back to it. But we'll see if this stuff works, and we'll see how it goes. And I'll also tell you how it is. One of the first things that comes to mind is that when you get clean from drugs, you get to wait. And that's one of the things as a junkie you don't have to do. When you score your drugs, you use them whenever you want. But when they're handed out to you officially, you've got to wait for them to turn up at the right time, and then you've got to take them in front of other people, which is, I suppose, the right way to do it. But it's one of the little pieces of control that you miss out on. But we'll see how it goes. In 6 months, I might be singing a new tune. Who knows? In 6 months, I might have reverted back to my old ways. I don't know. But just for shits and giggles, we'll keep you updated to see how it goes, and tell you what it's like. So at the moment, I'm a freaking out, snivelling, hurting, shivering, quaking mess. But I can still tell jokes. And really, what else is there? Huh? Anyway, thanks. See you soon.